What is happening, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to a new season of Modern Man TV. I say new season because after taking a small break for the past week or so, I've made some upgrades around here to the studio. New background, new camera even. We got new lights lighting things up here, so I'm calling it a new season. Today we're talking about my recent trip to Arizona for my best friend's wedding, and in that we're talking about the tux I rented and, more importantly, the shoes that pulled everything together for the big day. Alright, once again, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad to have you guys here with me today. Like I said a second ago, today we are talking about my best friend Josh and his wedding and some of the things that I wore in his wedding as a groomsman. The brand we're focusing on today, though, is Beckett Simonon. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And their handmade shoes. Before we get to all that, though, let me tell you why I needed these to begin with. See, my best friend Josh, a guy who I've known for 10 plus years, was getting married in Arizona, and he asked me to be a part of his wedding party. I was extremely honored to do this and share this day with him. It was a great ceremony, a lot of fun. I'm really glad my wife and I were able to make it. For the wedding, we did rent a tux. All of us in the wedding party did. Josh's wife actually picked them out for us. You can see here it was a gray tux with a mint green vest. I think it looked awesome. As far as actually renting the tux, though, I'm not gonna talk a whole lot about that. The place I rented the tux from, I think they were okay, but they kind of overlooked some sizing aspects of the tux. Again, overall, it wasn't too bad. It was okay, but one of the things I did need for the suit to come together was shoes. And it just so happened that I was recently contacted by Beckett Simonon and offered the chance to check out their handmade shoes. And knowing I was going to need some for the wedding anyway, I just thought, well, this is gonna work out really well. For those that maybe have never heard of Beckett Simonon, they are a direct-to-consumer brand that hand makes their products to order, meaning each one of these shoes that is ordered is made specifically for the person that ordered it. They also do this at a smaller price point than other brands by making everything to order and doing other things like cutting out middlemen and running their brand in such a fashion that it benefits everyone price-wise. Now, really, just like with everything else that you see here on this channel, I am not here to sell you shoes. I'm not here to be a shoe salesman. I'm just talking about my experience. I know stuff like this is always subjective, just like, you know, watches, for example. No matter what, there's going to be a guy that pops up in the comments that says this isn't quite worth the price, or they have an issue with the type of leather or the color or the area of the world it was made in, something stupid like that. I don't just showcase any pair of dress shoes here. Obviously, there's some out there that are not worth my time and not worth your time. I'm not gonna touch those here in a video, but really there were a couple of things that made me want to check these out, starting with how nice they looked.
We're good, we never left the ground, but we need to take some weight off our shoulders. The fight isn't over. Can you let me be tonight?
Now, beyond how pretty these shoes are, I was really looking at just a couple of things when deciding to go with these, and that was the materials used and the construction of the shoe. These here are the Dean Oxfords, and when making these, they used full-grain calf leather on the uppers with, of course, full-grain leather on the lining as well. They also utilized a very sturdy rubber heel here, and they also made the shoe with leather soles, which is something I specifically look for in dress shoes. I gotta tell you, I just really love a leather sole. I don't really have some kind of special technical reason or anything specific on why I prefer leather soles or anything like that. I just have always enjoyed them. I don't know what to tell you. I just love the look and feel of a leather sole. So really, when I just brought everything together, the construction of the shoe, the fact that they're made with full grain leather, and they got a leather sole, it just made total sense for me to want to check these out. And really because of those same things there, wearing them was everything I expected as well. They fit great. There was no issues with the fit or actually wearing them. They didn't hurt my feet or anything like that, even though they were new, which is kind of incredible if you think about it. Having them made was also very easy. I gave the brand my size, just my usual shoe size, and that was it. There was no special measurement needed from my foot or, you know, having to trace my foot or anything like that. I just gave them my shoe size and they made them and sent them in a really nice box. Actually, they sent them with these dust covers as well, which I thought was a really nice touch. I think I've only ever had one other pair of shoes that came with dust covers. I think this is a really nice touch in keeping them clean, keeping them protected. They just slip right in there and, you know, they sit in the closet like this and dust doesn't get in there. I don't really know if dust affects leather all that much, but if it does, they're gonna be protected there, so it's all good with me. I do want to mention though, with the production of the shoes, if you guys were to order, it will take, I think they said about 8 to 9 weeks or something like that to make them, since they are making them by hand to order. So keep that in mind if you do go to order them or if you choose to check them out. As far as me wearing them in the wedding, we have a little bit of footage here to show you. I wish we actually had a little more, but to be honest with you, my wife was shooting video and photos for the wedding, and so that was really the main focus for her. There was nobody else taking photos or videos or anything like that that was actually, you know, brought in by the wedding party to do so. And really, she didn't want to miss any of that for them. That was really the main focus of the day and not my shoes. But I think that they really worked out well with the suit. If the vest wasn't mint green, I might have gone with a brown shoe instead of a black shoe because of the suit being gray. But I think that with the mint green added in there in the suit, the black was a really good choice. And plus, I have a lot of things in my own closet that these will pair with, so I think overall it was a better choice going with black. I do think that next time though, I am gonna pick up a brown shoe because I think I only have maybe one pair of dress shoes that are brown. They are kind of a darker shade of brown, but brown shoes really can be paired with a lot of things. That would make for a really good video. So I think next time I am gonna go with brown, but for this one, I think black was the good choice. Overall, I gotta say I am very happy and impressed with these shoes. I love the fact that they're handmade. They have just this high quality feel to them. None of that plastic leather feeling that you get when you buy cheaper ones from department stores. And trust me, I have had shoes like that. I've bought cheaper shoes from department stores in the past, and they've either just felt like plastic or just crumbled after only wearing them twice. But really, it is having had that experience with those low quality shoes that gives me a higher appreciation for shoes like this. So really, I was glad to get them on the channel, and I hope to get a chance to feature some of their other stuff here for you in the future. Lastly, the price here for these shoes is a flat 200 bucks, which I think is really not a bad price considering everything you're getting. Again, I'm sure there's gonna be somebody here that's gonna pop on and argue that they're not worth it, or, you know, some stupid crap like that. There's always somebody who does it. But really, again, this is all subjective. It's all based on how you perceive value. And for me, I really enjoyed these, and I definitely think that they're worth the money. But speaking of money, the brand did pass along a code for me to give you guys too. That's worth 20% off your order. So that will be in the description for you guys to check out, along with a link for these specific shoes if you guys would like to check out the ones that I picked. Once again too, I'm not here to sell you guys shoes. I'm not here to be a salesman. I'm just here to show you guys cool stuff, give you my opinion, and if you feel like checking them out, then by all means, go ahead and do so. If you don't, then that's cool too. Pass on them. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button for me, and if you haven't yet subscribed, you definitely need to do that. Speaking also of subscribing, remember we're trying to hit 25,000 by the end of the year, and once we do, we will have a major giveaway. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and also make sure you have those notifications turned on so you can be notified every time I make an upload. But that is it for today's episode though. I want to thank so much for stopping by the channel today and checking out this video. I will be back with you guys again very soon. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.